Assistant coaches for BYU, Don Cattermole and Sean Mertz, and the head coach for BYU, Brad Cattermole. And now, please stand as we honor the United States of America with the national anthem being performed tonight by Kaylee Christian.
Broad stripes and bright stars.
Haley Christian, thank you. Gymnasts, please move to your first event. Boise State to vault, BYU to bars.
Good evening and welcome to Taco Bell Arena. I'm Ryan Nowak alongside Lindsay Thomas. Welcome as we bring in the opening home match for BSU Gymnasts this year.
Yeah, they're pretty excited. This is their first home meet, so they have one under their belt away, but this will be a good one for starters.
Great, and be fun against BYU, kind of a rival with
kind of a rival, yep. They're always a good one to start with, see where we're at this season.
Excellent, should be pretty fun. Looks like BSU's starting out on the vault. Is that one of our stronger exercises?
Yes, it is. It's actually one of the top two.
Okay.
I actually watched practice this week, and they were all working on sticking their landings. So we have a bunch of 10-0 start values, which that should help our team score out.
Excellent. And who are our strongest vaulters?
Well, it's probably going to be Shanice Kraft, has an amazing vault, so watch for that, and Amber, and they're all really talented vaulters, so it just depends on how they do in their first meet.
Great, excellent. How did that first match that first meet end up down in Reno, do you know?
I think they did pretty good overall for our first meet. I mean, you're always going to have your falls and, mistakes. So this week in the gym, they've been working really hard on fixing those mistakes and getting everything prepared for this first home meet. Now, there's probably going to be a lot of nerves coming for all the freshmen that we have, and so we'll just see how they do under pressure.
Well, good. Good test at home against this BYU team. And did I hear right? It's Coach Sandmeyer's last season
this is her last season
as head coach for
Yep.
Boise State Gymnastics.
She is going to be retiring after this year. Sad to see her go. She was my coach.
Yeah. And you viewers will notice that all the BSU gymnasts are wearing pink. That's in honor of the Susan G. Komen breast cancer night that we're having here at the Taco Bell Arena. It's a really good cause. And how much advantage is it to be at home? In other sports, athletes get familiar with their field, and there's differences from field to field as you travel around. But with gymnastics, it seems as though everything's pretty standard. What kind of advantages do they have being at home?
Well, these girls practice on this equipment every day, in and out. So they know what the beams feels like. They know, how bouncy our floor is, and they know what to expect with the landings and the mats and all those situations. Also, they don't have to worry about traveling. They know what.
Rested
they know, how much time they have to rest, what they can eat. They're not being rushed. It's a daily routine. They don't have to go very far. Plus, it's home in our home gym, so with all the fans and supporters. Kind of gives them a better feeling about it.
Yeah, it seems to be a pretty good turnout too. I came to some meets last year, and it seems to be a pretty good turnout for the opening meet here tonight.
First meet, so with school getting back in session and everything, it's pretty good.
Usually from 9.0 to 10.0. Each gymnast will perform only one vault.
And how long do they get to warm up? 4 minutes between?
It depends on the event. Every other event gets 4 minutes. So for vault, you get 2 times you get to go over the horse.
Okay.
Actually flip over the horse. So after those 2, you do your 2, then they can start competing.
Okay.
And we only compete the top 6 on each event.
2 minutes left in warm up, 2 minutes.
And how many of our gymnasts compete in multiple events?
We have several that compete in 2 or 3, and then I think this meet we only have 1 all-arounder, in which that's Diabra Todd, and she's a freshman from Georgia.
Oh wow, exciting. good when those young ones come in and can start out strong for the team.
Yeah.
I see that some of the teammates are helping to adjust some of the equipment. Is that just to get the right feel, or do they change it up depending on the gymnast that's about to go?
Yeah, they change it up depending on the gymnast. Some like more cushion, some don't. It all depends on what they're doing. If they're going to do a timer, you're going to want to put more mats in so they don't have to land as far. But if they're going to flip, you're going to want to pull them out so they can have more like a meet type landing. Now looking at this lineup, we have 4 freshmen out of 6 that are competing on this event for us.
Oh wow! Is it overall? Is the team pretty young then?
Yeah, I believe they brought in 7 freshmen, 6 or 7 freshmen maybe this year, and we only have 3 seniors.
And how many are on a team? Is there a limited number nationally, or does it just depend on the program?
It just depends on the program. It depends on how many available scholarships you have open, and then how many walk-ons you allow on the team.
Is there some strategy by Coach Sandmeyer in getting these freshmen going early, or do you just put your best gymnasts out there every time?
You just put your top 6 out there every time. Basically, Sam is just pulling in from their practice. Whoever does the best practice and is most consistent, then that's who she's going to put in the meet.
So it keeps you working hard all season.
Yeah. Lineup can change at any time. It always changes. It's not set in stone at any time.
Take a look at some of the BYU gymnasts. Looks like they're having fun, getting ready to go.
I think they're about ready to start. Is Vault ready to go? Almost.
Looks that way. See the team huddling up over there, and
all right, looks like we're ready to begin.
Okay, great. So we're starting off. Our first gymnast for BSU is Raquel Turnbow.
She actually is a freshman from Lake Tapps, Washington, also known as Rocking to the Girls. She's going to be doing a layout Yurchenko, and that's worth a 9.8 start value.
Based solely on difficulty.
Correct. Highest is 10. So.
There she goes.
Raquel Turbo for the Broncos.
And that doesn't look promising for Rocky. It looks like she might have gotten hurt there.
I think looks like her hand slipped off. Maybe from too much chalk on the ball. She landed pretty safely though on all 4s, which is a good bet.
She came up rubbing her nose like maybe she face planted.
Yeah. It's probably planted, but
better than landing on your neck or.
Yeah.
Next for the Broncos on ball, Ruthie Pennington.
Ruthie is also a freshman. She's from Oregon. She's going to be doing a handspring front pike. And those start at 9.9.
For BYU, McKellar Olsen.
And then so are points deducted from that then from landing if it's perfect, she'll get a 9.9.
Right. If it's not, then they take deductions from that score. Pretty good landing. She fought for that.
Score for Lisa Willis, 9.725.
We're still waiting for a score for Ruthie Pennington. Started with a 9.9 difficulty.
So we have a 9.4 from one judge. 9.45. So we're an average of 9.425.
And up next we've got
Yvette. I also call her Laser Rick. She's also a freshman from Palm Springs, California.
The difficulty starting out here is a 10.
She's doing a Souk full laid out, which is one of the more difficult vaults.
Mikel Paulson for BYU.
Getting ready. Pretty solid.
Very nice leg speed. A little leg separation on top of the horse, but other than that, it's a good vault.
So for our scores, we look at some of the BSU fans supporting the team here.
Next for the Cougars on bars, Melissa.
So we have a 9.5 from one judge.
And next for the Broncos on ball, Amber Nero.
9.65 from another.
Pretty good scores to start out.
So 9.6 overall. Pretty good for a first vault. And up next we have Amber Neros, and she's a sophomore from Plano, Texas.
She's got a little bit of experience here at home in the arena.
She's returning from an injury she had last season, so she's coming back and she looks pretty strong so far.
Good.
She's going to be doing her Chenko full, which is a 10.0 start value. Stung her ankles a little bit, but she fought for that.
And how perfect does the landing have to be to be a perfect landing? Because it seems coming down with all that momentum, it's hard to stick it perfectly.
Right. Basically, they don't want to see your feet move at all. So when your feet hit the mat, you bend your knees and you plant your feet in the ground and then stand up and finish the movement. That's what they're looking for. A step that can take 1/10 off of your score.
Scores on ball for Boise State, Ruthie Pennington, 9.425.
So it looks like we've got a 9.65 from one judge and a 9.6 from another.
So that's 9.625.
Up next we have
Denise Kraft. She's a sophomore. She's from Colorado. She was actually a 2006 WAC vault champion last year. She also is doing a Yurchenko full with a 10.0 start value.
That's solid.
Nicely done. That was really good. Just look for a good score from her.
Next on bars for the Cougars, Dana Smith.
She's pretty happy with that vault.
She does. She's got a big smile as she's coming back with Coach Sam Meyer there. Sam looks pretty happy with her too, so should be good. Let's see what we get from the judges. See a 9.7. And a 9.7, 2.97. So.
All right, so 9.7, pretty solid score for Shanice.
Great.
Up next we have Yavra Todd. She is a freshman from Georgia. She's also doing Yurchenko full, which is a 10.0 star value.
And you said that she is going all around. She'll be in all the competitions.
I believe she's in all 4 events tonight. Wow, that was powerful. That was an amazing vault.
Great. Looks like we got off to a good start with the vault. And
she looks pretty happy with that.
She does.
I know she's been working on her landings hard in practice, so we'll have to.
Coming in as a freshman, doing competition, going all around, is that a lot of pressure for someone so young?
It all depends on the gymnast and their personality.
Yeah.
Like Diavra's personality, she's all fired up, all for it. She loves it. That's what she does. She actually got a 9.825 on that event. Pretty good.
Great. Not many deductions.
So now we have Ashley Rainbach, who's actually going to do exhibition. So she's just going to vault for practice. It doesn't count for a score. And that was a good Yurchenko layout.
Ashley Rainbach for the Broncos.
She also had a 9.8 star value, but they'll get a score, but it's not going to count for a score.
Just kind of gives them a sense of where they are, and
yeah, and lets them practice in the meet, get the feeling of the pressure and all the anxiety that they might have.
As you see, a lot of the gymnasts are down at the end cheering each other on and dancing, having a good time. It doesn't look like they're under any pressure at all, really.
No, they look pretty relaxed right now. Looks like they look pretty happy with their vault. And also in exhibition we have Taylor, and she's a sophomore from California. She's also doing Yurchenko layout, which is a 9.8 start value. And Ashley got a 9.25 on that. That's pretty good. Nice landing for Taylor. She's fighting hard to get that stick. We'll see if the judges gave it to her.
So that would be a perfect landing then with no movement of the feet.
That'd be considered, yeah. She pulled up from that a little fast, but we'll see. Usually they'll give it to him.
She looks a little happy about it, a little
excited. Maybe that's done. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's Tina Burge with Tessa.
And overall, Raquel Turnbow didn't get a score for her attempt. BSU's total after this first round is 48.175 points. We're still waiting for a couple of scores from some of the BYU gymnasts over on the bars, but okay, we're going to show a replay of the last vault by Taylor Jacobs. Let's take a look at it, and you can tell us what she does right.
She had a good hurdle. Strong push. Legs a little separated.
Next for BYU on bar.
She fought for that landing, which was good. Her arms are in front.
9.825.
So we had a 48.175. That's pretty good for starting out for the first home meet. What we want to try to do is get it closest to 50, and even into 49s. That'll be awesome.
And it's 6. Okay. Well, we are done with our first round of competition here at Taco Bell Arena. We're going to cut to a break as the gymnasts move on to the next event. stick around and come on back. Hey Tyler, can you turn our effects send off so that we can talk through the headsets without going live on the internet? Cool. Mikey. Live over the internet, but we can still hear each other on the headset. Because he doesn't listen to me. I ask him things and I get nothing. Yeah. And it hurts. It's the worst kind of pain. What? Sweet.
Yeah, we're high maintenance.
Are ready and waiting to serve Boise State fans. Come get your icy Coke, hot jumbo pretzels, or gooey nachos now. Evermart friendly concessions open on parquet level number 2. Get your gymnastics munchies now. Doesn't happen to be anybody in the upper deck like that. T-shirts being shot to you right now.
Tyler.
Foundation.
What do we need?
I don't know why he's got to bring our volume back in and then make us wait.
Okay.
Oh well. Well, why do we have to bring the volume up for internet if we're not going on yet? Does that make sense? Fine. I wonder if that Dana Smart is related to Stephanie Smart.
I have no idea.
Thanks. Thanks, Tyler.
3.5-minute warm-up begins for bars.
Okay.
That concludes warm-up for bars for rotation number 2. We are ready for our second event of the evening. On vault, the BYU Cougars. On bars, the Boise State Broncos.
Welcome back. We're all set up for our rotation number 2 with Boise State on the bars, and BYU has come over and will be competing in the vault. BYU is leading BSU by just a couple of points after the first rotation, which isn't bad considering that we had one of our gymnasts not scored.
So this is Aaliyah. She's a junior. Oh, good. She caught that. She had missed that in warm-ups earlier today. Looks like she's doing strong routine. That's a solid routine for her.
I looked great. You watch gymnastics and you have with no experience and no background, it all looks pretty amazing. But as someone that's been around the sport and has a history competing, it must be easier to tell what's strong and what isn't.
Yeah. Well, that was a good start for her and a good start for the team. She started with a hit, which is always good because then it gets the girls mentally prepared and they're ready to hit the rest of their routines.
Great. Next up is
Katie Toller. She's a freshman, also known as Tully. She's from Las Vegas, Nevada.
So we can expect a lot of good things from this BSU team in the future with all these freshmen on the team. Is that fair to say, or is that putting a little too much pressure on them?
No, that's fair to say. There's always going to be freshmen on the team, but this group seems to be pretty outstanding so far.
So Katie gets ready as we wait for Leah's scores.
Favorite color just happens to be teal. It's close enough to blue, I guess.
That's
we could
pretty
say.
close.
Nice Jaeger.
A Jaeger?
A Jaeger.
I'm guessing that has no relation to the beverage.
Correct.
Where do these names come from? Notice a lot of them are Russian or Eastern European, and
usually most of them are taken off of the gymnast's last name if she's done, if she makes up a new skill or the first one to do it, then they usually take that. The rest is just in the code of points in the books.
Up next for BYU.
So it looks like another pretty strong routine from a Bronco gymnast over there on the bars.
Still waiting on a score for Aaliyah.
The scores over there at the bars seem to be a little slow. Is it deliberation time? Does it take that long to
No,
come up
usually
with
they're
the score,
posted before
or?
the next gymnast competes. They've already taken down the names, so. Looks like we have a 9.7, one judge for Tully, and a 9.55.
Next up over on the bars, we've got Ashley Rainbach. And what year is Ashley?
She's a sophomore. She is from Idaho. She's actually just coming back from knee surgery that she had last year.
So she's probably pretty excited to start competing again.
Yes. Bars was her main event that she could practice when she was injured. Looks like it's paying off. Good.
A little bit of a rough landing.
She fought to stay on her feet. That was good. Overall, that was a pretty clean routine.
And we just got a score back on Aaliyah Lone. Her score overall is 9.7. And Katie Toller's averaged out to be a 9.65. So off to another pretty strong start for BSU on this rotation as the BYU scores show that their average so far is a little bit behind that of the Broncos. a good sign. She's got some making up to do. And we're about to see Devara Todd again over on the bars. She is going to be in multiple events for the Broncos tonight. And she looks like she's relaxed and having fun, just waiting to get on there and
I think she's doing a little dance over there.
Yeah, it looked like it.
That's just her personality. She dances all the time in the gym.
Do you get style points in gymnastics? Can she sway the judge with her dance moves?
In her floor routine, she may.
Okay. Maybe she's just thinking about the floor routine, getting ready for that. There we go.
That was good. She missed that warm-ups too. Doing strong. Waiting for the dismount. Double tuck. Medium step up beginning. Not too bad.
Everybody looks excited for her.
And that was for BYU.
And Ashley Rainbow's score is 9.6. And how is the bar routine different in points compared with the vault? Whereas the vault starts out with the difficulty level. Whereas the vault starts off with a difficulty level and then is then deducted. How does that? How are the bars scored? Well, let's take a break. As we'll get back to that as we look at a replay from that last Devara Todd.
She's a little shy on that handstand.
And is that a timing they want?
Yeah, they want to stay straight on top all the way within a 90 degree radius. That was great, Jaeger. She was short on that hand again. Good counter hand.
Score for the average 9.475.
That's pretty clean.
Katie Griffiths.
Next up, we've got
Katie Griffiths.
So back to the...
Oh, that was a big release move. Nice to touch it. Counter hand.
Looks like a great routine for Katie. Get ready for the dismount.
Pull in. That was a great routine. Stuck landing. We have a score for Diablo, which is 9.475.
And we got some fans out there cheering. They want a 10 for Katie. They think that was a perfect round, and it didn't look to me like it was far off. It looked pretty solid. Okay, and looks like we're gonna take a look at the end of that routine by Katie. Catch that dismount.
Building up her speed and her giants to get that twist and flip out.
And
look at that landing.
That's solid. And is that two full rotations? A rotation and a half on the dismount? What was that?
I think she just did a full in. So one rotation, one twist, and one rotation.
Okay.
In the first one.
Score for Katie Griffiths,
And are they judged on the difficulty of the moves that they do during the routine and how well they're done?
Each different skill has a degree of difficulty level, and that determines their overall base to get like their 9-8 or 10-0 start value. It's a good gainer by Taylor. So it's nice, tight, and clean. Good handstand.
Transfer there.
He's getting ready for a dismount, which is a double A.
So with Katie Griffith getting a 9-8 on her routine, we'll have to wait and see what Taylor's score is, but it looks like BSU's right back in this thing as they only trail BYU by 0.3 of a point. As Taylor gets hugs from all of her teammates.
Taylor's a sophomore this year. She's from California.
Is this one of her stronger events?
Yes. She actually competes all around. So.
Take a look at that double layout, was it? By Taylor?
And that is new for her this year. Open.
So the difficulty there, I guess, is just staying straight.
Yep, getting 2 rotations in before you land.
Score for Taylor Jacob, 9.875.
Alright, so we have a 9.875 from Taylor. And that'll complete the bar for the Broncos. We have an exhibition gymnast, which that's Betty.
I saw Vet on the vault. She's doing exhibition on the bars.
So far so good. She's tight and clean. Hitting all of her elements. Good gainer. Caught that release move. To a double tuck dismount. Big step in the landing, but pretty good routine overall.
So Taylor Jacobs has got a 9.875, bringing the team total for Boise State to 96.775, and BYU's at 96.65. So despite the fall on that opening vault, BSU's right back in this thing, taking the lead. Just nice here at home.
Looks like they're doing their little huddle over by the bars.
Getting ready for the next rotation. Okay. We're going to get ready for rotation number 3 here at Taco Bell Arena, so sit back, get some water, some chips, and come back and check us out as we go to the floor in the beam.
Updated scores, pictures, stats, and game-by-game wrap-ups at broncosports.com.
Okay.
That concludes warm-up for rotation number 3. On floor, the BYU Cougars. On beam, the Boise State Broncos.
So we're here at our third rotation with Boise State about ready to hit the beam. And Lindsay, when you were competing for BSU in your 4 years, from 2001 to 05, this was your main event.
Yeah, this is my favorite event. I loved practicing it. It just seemed easy for me.
That doesn't look like it would be easy for anybody, but that's got to be nice when doing tricks on a 4-inch wide beam can seem easy to you.
I had my days where it wasn't my friend, but
yeah.
Most of the time I enjoyed it.
Good. See some.
Oh, someone's birthday's in the crowd. One of our runners. All right, so we have Tara Oberg, and she's a senior from Minnesota. She's actually one of our beam specialists, and her highest score on this event, as a career high, has been a 9.825. It's always nerve-wracking to start off your team because they're depending on you to hit. Aerial. Aerial. Oh, save the landing. Usually she connects that. Okay, good series. You can see the concentration on her face.
Yeah, this has got to be pretty nerve-wracking event for most people. The beam is what, 4 inches?
4 inches
4
wide.
4 inches wide.
4 inches or 4 feet high.
4 feet off the ground.
Yeah.
So there's not really a lot of room for error. I'm guessing you can get pretty beat up if you miss a step on this.
The girls I know practice really hard on focusing on certain words that can make them concentrate on the beam and their skills.
A lot of people might not realize, but a lot of the preparation is so much mental. Looks like a solid routine by Tara there.
Yeah, a lot of it is mental. They do mental routines in their head all the time. Like, that'll be what they do for practice sometimes. Before they do the routines, so they can mentally prepare.
Different visualization drills and seeing themselves coming down on the beam and nailing the dismount, stuff like that.
Okay, next we have is Diavra Todd. She looked pretty ready. She's still been dancing still.
She wants to get out of here and go dance, I'm guessing. She is excited to, looks like she's excited to be here, and looks like we can expect a lot from Diavra in the next few years. She's only a freshman and is already competing all around, so it's good to hear. And her personality seems fun. Like
seems like it. Before, it says in the media guide, before a competition, she likes to get her nails and hair done, a 1-hour massage, and listen to music. She's got to pack a lot into one day before she gets to the gym.
It's going to be tough during finals week. I guess it's probably a good thing gymnastics doesn't go that long, huh?
She has an every week ordeal.
That's got to be nice. I wish I could start off my day with a 1-hour massage and maybe not the hair and nails, but
the massage for the most part. To relax, she said she likes to dance, so that must be how she relaxes, her relaxing
There we go. She's must be very relaxed then.
So when you see her dancing, that's a good sign. Do we have a score for Tara yet? No,
we're still waiting.
Talking.
Are there multiple judges for each event?
There's 2 judges per event, and then each judge gives a score, and then they take the average of those 2 scores.
Okay.
like we have a score for Tara, which is a 9.675. Not bad to start us off.
Tara over 9.675.
Good start. Diabra's just waiting her turn. Here she goes. At what point does the routine start? If for some reason the gymnast has trouble getting on to the beam, does that count against her performance?
The time starts when the gymnast's hands touch the event.
Okay.
Hands or feet touch the event. Ooh, looks like she lost her footing on that landing.
How much is that going to cost her?
That's going to be 5/10. That's how much a fall is worth.
So half a point.
So if her routine starts at a 10, she could still get a 9.5 if she doesn't mess everything else up. Beautiful straddle jump. She looks pretty serious and angry now.
No more dancing, maybe. Let's see what happens. She does definitely look focused.
Jump.
Oh, can't pull that one off.
She need to bend her legs on that one to stand the beam.
So again, it starts with the degree of difficulty. They give their routine to the judge beforehand, so the judge knows what to expect.
No, the judge doesn't know what they're going to do.
Okay.
It's all in a rule book that when you go to judging classes, and you learn what each skill is worth. Like it's an A, B, or C, and obviously the higher the letter, the higher the degree of difficulty, and they base it on that. So basically, it's like chicken scratch on a piece of paper, and then they go back and look at it and say they took a 10th here, half a 10th there, add them up, and then give them a score.
Okay, and we're gonna take a look at Diabra's dismount. Dismount looked good.
A couple steps on the landing. Okay, up next we have Caitlin O'Donnell, also known as Odie, her teammates call her. She's a freshman and she's from Canada. And her favorite fruit happens to be a potato.
Ah.
Perfect.
So Boise State was a natural choice for her then.
Seems to be that way.
She looks pretty focused.
Hair fit there, pretty tight. Good switch lead. Nice landing on that. That was almost done to perfection. That was awesome. Good stuff.
For BYU on goal.
Messed up a little, but faked it out. One-armed back handspring to 2-foot landing on that pike.
Now she looks confident. Looks like she's getting into it.
Stay there. Big dismount coming up. Front full tuck. Good landing. That was a solid routine for the freshman.
And we'll need it because after Diabra's two falls, her score ended up as an 8.475.
It's okay because you always drop one of the scores. So you take the top 5.
Top 5 out of 6 competitors for each event, which is why the fall on that first vault
Didn't really hurt
was
us.
okay
Yeah.
because
Plus we have floor, which is usually our strongest event last. Usually if there's points that needed to be caught up on that, the girls can do it. Wow, I see a 9.8 from one judge.
That's great. Let's
9.75, so 9.775. Solid score.
Strong routine by Katie O'Donnell, Odie, and let's take a look at our dismount real quick as we get ready for our next gymnast to go.
Which is going to be Kristen Aldrich. Kristen is a senior this year. She's from Canada.
You mentioned 3 seniors. Kristen is one.
Tara, our first putter on the beam, and then Lindsay Ward was a senior, but she tore her ACL in November in practice.
Is she out for the season then?
She is out for the season.
Does she get a comeback next year?
She is. She's going to redshirt this year and compete next year, so she'll be a 5th-year senior. Back handspring 2 feet, lay out, step out.
Oh, she almost. It looks like she almost saved that.
Almost had it. She's brought it back up too early. I was watching her in practice this week, and those were ones beautiful. She's also coming back from an elbow injury, so she's got a little nerves in her, but she'll get them out before the end of the season. Nice switch leg. Back layout. Perfect. Good solid landing on that.
Her teammates look excited about this routine. So she's getting ready for a dismount, maybe?
She has a side semi. Good fight, good save.
That one.
Now she's getting ready to do her dismount. Getting her full. Stuck landing, beautiful.
Great.
Good routine overall, minus the fall. She'll work on that next week in practice and get that better. She needs to get more numbers in since from an injury.
Is it just reps?
Yes. Perfection, landing your skills.
And in the off season, when the girls go home, do they have home? They have gyms at home that they can go to for the most part. How much off season work do you?
We really don't have an off season. Gymnastics, you have to train year round. Off season would be no competing, but usually most of the girls will stay here and train, or they'll go home for like 2 weeks at a time, and either they can go back to their gym there, or they take that 2 weeks off and just like do conditioning, running, and then they come back.
Okay.
So.
We've got a replay of Kristen's dismount. Let's take a look at that. She sticks it. We're waiting for a score.
For Kristen Aldrich, 9.25, and up now for the Broncos, Katie Griffin.
Big kick, tight twist, good form on that dismount. She presses the landing.
Solid, and I think I just heard she scored a 9.25. Wait for confirmation on that as our next gymnast starts up.
It's Katie Griffiths. Back handspring, back lay. Beautiful
nice
landing.
Sequence. You see a lot of the girls with ace bandages around their ankles. Is it a matter of, is it weak from a sprain or?
Usually we roll our ankles occasionally just walking sometimes, so it's just for support, just so you feel safety. And Katie's is actually, I think, part of her shin too, for shin splints, so if they wrap it tight, then she doesn't feel the pain on there.
Okay. And we do have a confirmation on Kristen Aldrich's score. It is 9.25, so that fall hurt her a little bit, but overall, great routine.
Now, which is cartwheel gainer, the full twist, little step on the landing.
Overall, pretty solid routine by Katie. She looks like she thinks she could have done better, maybe, but
I think they always think that they could have done better. And
yeah.
You would have wished you did something different, but
it's all about perfection. Let's take a look at that dismount by Katie. We wait for her score. Here it comes.
Nice, good form, tight, clean.
Now is Katie
Press,
Griffiths before the run goes
small
on
step.
B.
She'll be working on some landings this week.
Up next for Boise State on B, Taylor Jacobs.
So Taylor Jacobs about ready to hit the beam as we wait for Katie's score.
She's a sophomore from California.
Score for Katie Griffiths, 9.725.
When she was little, she wanted to be a marine biologist. I don't know if that's towards her major's communication. I don't know.
I don't know if we have a marine biology department here in Boise. I guess communication was the next best thing.
Back handspring, back layout. Oh.
Strong sequence.
Came up from that too fast and turned to the side instead of staying in front.
We see these, they're having a hard time staying on. She managed to save herself there. But, I mean, a lot of people might, I don't think you can look at what these girls are doing and discredit it at all, but is it harder than it looks?
It is. It's a lot harder. You have so much going on in your head, and, you know, you get frustrated with falling, but, I mean, the pressure is on you not to fall, so it depends on how you all look at it. I mean, this is first meet jitters, get it out of their system so they can be prepared for the season. Because, I mean, they put the girls in based on numbers that they do in the gym and how many sticks, so you know they all hit in the gym. It doesn't matter one being out here with a crowd and a fan base, that's a little different. Gainer Pike, small step landing.
Dismount. Not bad.
Too happy with that routine, but now she knows what she needs to work on and get ready for the next meet.
We can just hope that BYU will have some struggles on the bar too.
Some of their scores look like they've had some struggles on floor, so kind of low.
Which is good
for us.
For the Broncos.
Okay.
Let's take a look at Taylor's dismount. She walks off and doesn't look very happy.
Gainer Pike. It's good form. Then just a little back on the landing, so she had to take a step to save herself.
And who do we have up on exhibition?
We have Brittany Dean, who's a freshman. She actually was a cheerleader last year. She's from Oregon.
And at 4'10", is she the shortest?
I believe she is the shortest.
Next for BYU on court, Casey Camaracallis.
How long have most of these girls been doing these different events? Most of them start pretty young. It's not. I don't imagine gymnastics is something that you can pick up well later in life.
Right. No, usually we start when we're like 2.5 or 3. You know, just with a little basic tumbling. You know, somersaults around.
Saw the little girls out here earlier having fun
around the house, and during club and team, like you have to compete all 4 events. Okay. But when you get to college, it's more of a specialty event. The best that whoever's best at that event is going to be the one competing. Sometimes that's better for most gymnasts because they prefer not to do an event that they don't like.
It gives you time to focus on
the main event.
On your main event and your best event, so you can help your team out best there.
Good fight by Brittany there.
There's a lot of strength required to do a lot of
Oh, stuck her landing.
A lot of these moves, isn't there?
Yeah, there was quite a bit. These girls condition so much during the day so that they have the strength and ability to be able to perform the skills that they do.
And Lindsay, you had mentioned earlier that you don't really have an off season. It's something where you have to keep your body in shape all year round to be able to stay at that level of competition. Is that you really have to love what you're doing to come out here and want to do this for so long?
Right. You know, it's a lot of girls' dreams is, you know, to go to the Olympics, but so many people go to the Olympics. So the next best thing is college. And the girls love what they do. They love working out. They love conditioning. And when they're not doing gymnastics, running and other sports like that gives them, you know, a different form of exercise which they love to do. So.
And looks like we've got somebody else about ready to.
This is Tessa Campbell. And she's from Colorado. She's a sophomore. And she's actually coming back from a knee surgery too.
And these girls that have been injured, did they miss much of last season? Are they off-season injuries?
Like Lindsay Ward, she's just current, so she's going to miss this year. But Tessa had a knee surgery prior. I think she's had 3 almost.
Wow.
So she's been coming back, and she's been working strong on beans. So looks pretty good.
Nice sequence there. Looks like she's ready to come back.
That handspring back layout.
And an added element of difficulty in these last 2 events that both teams are competing in, the floor and the beam, is kind of this aspect of gracefulness. There's some choreography in addition with the athletic movements that the girls are doing, and that's got to be pretty difficult too to keep that in mind while you're doing all this other stuff.
Right. Sometimes you just go into a mode where it's automatic and you don't even really realize that you're doing your dance moves.
Yeah.
Small step on the dismount. Good routine for Tessa.
And we got a score on Taylor Jacobs. She scored an 8.1. And so
also, Katie Griffiths got a 9.725. I don't know if you mentioned that earlier.
Really strong. So Taylor's score will be dropped, and it looks like BYU gained a little bit of ground here in this last rotation, but as you mentioned earlier, Lindsay, the Boise State's strongest event is the floor, so we get to save the best for last, and hopefully that'll pay off for us. But we are about to take a break here as we get ready for this final rotation. The Broncos gymnasts are looking excited. They're starting off strong here at their home opener. Stick around.
Danielle Goldman, an exhibition for BYU.
Okay. Okay.
That concludes warm-up for rotation number 4. On beam, the BYU Cougars. And on floor, the Boise State Broncos.
Okay, so we're back here for the 4th and final rotation of tonight's meet with the Boise State Broncos against BYU Cougars. And right now, BYU is ahead of BSU by, check my math, but it looks to be about 7.5 tenths of a point. So we've got some ground to make up, but as Lindsay said earlier, this is typically our strongest event. So look for a strong finish here by the Broncos, who start off with Caitlin O'Donnell.
That's front up to a double pike. See how she does. Nailed it.
Looks solid. Off to a good start here.
Second pass. Punch front to front full.
A little bit of a slip there. How much of an issue does the floor play? Is it pretty slippery? Is it?
No, not usually. It all depends. If you have a lot of chalk down, it can be, but most of the time you're not at an angle where you're just going to slip.
You mentioned earlier that the girls do get to pick their own music for the floor routine, and so a lot of it is an expression of a little bit of who they are, and they get to see some.
Yeah, they get to choose the floor music. Sometimes they get to choose their dance moves. It all depends on how it plays with the music, but a lot of this music goes along with their personality. Oh, whip to immediate double full, lean a little short.
Uh-oh, and she's coming off limping. That doesn't look good. I thought she did have a strong routine, so. Is that done possibly on that last?
Yeah, that was on her last landing of her double full. She didn't complete her twist and landed short.
So we'll wait for a score for Katie. And next up on the floor routine is Ruthie Pennington. We saw Ruthie compete earlier in the vault, I believe.
She did.
She had a pretty strong score there.
She had 9.425 on vault.
How much of the choreography do the girls get to do on their own?
It all depends. Usually Tina Bird helps them with their choreography, and Patty, also a volunteer coach, has helped them this year with their choreography, and they always have input if they like it or not. So.
Perfect.
8-8 from one judge.
And is that due pretty much to that fall at the end there?
Yeah.
Or was the routine itself not high in difficulty?
No, it was all taken on her fall. They took 5/10. So she went 8.875.
First approach.
Round off to a double pike. Mr. Landing rolls out of it, so that'll count as a fall for the team.
You can't have too many of these if you want to come back and win this. Get ready for a second approach. Here it comes.
Front handspring layout. Pretty
Stuck
good.
that landing.
Choreography in there. how they determine the score.
Is there a certain number of passes of flip sequences that they need to do?
Usually you have to do 3 tumbling passes with a series of skills that, you know, you have an A, a B, or C, as I said earlier, for beam. And then you have to have like a jump and a leap and then a turn series, and then choreography is just a free-for-all, just to entertain the crowd. Once you get your requirements, you can basically do whatever you want to in your routine. And every gymnast is different. It depends on the best skills that you can do. Not everyone's going to have like the same full turn, the same leap pass. It'll all be different depending on the gymnast.
We're going to take a look at Ruthie's last pass here on replay. Break it down a little bit.
Next on beat for BYU,
handspring.
And for the round
twist.
on floor, Michaela Barr.
1.5 actually. Feet a little bit apart on the landing. Step back. Took a little step to the side to save that one. So we have Michaela Barr.
This is the first time we've seen Michaela in an event tonight.
She's also a freshman.
First pass.
It's a double tuck. Good landing.
Looks like she's having fun out there.
Good lead. Nice splits.
Middle Eastern music with some Middle Eastern choreography there.
It's pretty well. Ready for a second pass. Oh, over on her landing, fell forward. She's going to get a fall for that, and I think she went out of bounds. That's a 10.
Do they have a replay they can watch for that to see if...
Usually they have sideline judges that'll raise up the flag.
Oh, okay. It's ready for a third pass.
Last pass coming up. Round off double full.
Let's fix that one. And she's going to need a real strong score here if BSU wants to come back and win this. Katie O'Donnell received an 8.875 for hers, and Ruthie Pennington got an 8.9. So BSU needs to get some more scores in the 9s here if we want to win this. Looks like Taylor's getting ready to hit the floor next.
Taylor has a beautiful floor routine. She's usually a pretty solid competitor, so let's see her show it off tonight, which should be good.
Yeah. They need her now.
Her highest on floor so far has been a 9.85, and she's done that twice.
Taylor Jacob for the Broncos.
Okay. Starting out with some flamenco music. Should be a very graceful routine.
It's her first pass.
How much of the score?
Double pike, nailed it, perfect.
How much of the score is attributed to the dancing and the choreography in the routine?
There's a good portion that's dealt with, you know, your performance and how you present your floor routine. It's always, if they're in between a certain score and you had good performance and you're smiling through your team, they'll usually give you the higher of the two scores.
And Taylor's second pass looked very strong. She stuck her landing. She looks very confident out there. Coach Sandmeyer and her teammates are clapping along with the rest of the fans here to the music.
Number third pass. Flip flop, double tuck. Good landing. A good solid routine for Taylor. She's going to be happy with that, so the teammates.
She gets congratulations from her teammates there. We'll have to see if we can get a replay of that routine.
We got a score from Michaela of an 8.975.
BYU looks to be doing pretty strong over there on the beam, so this one could come down to the last. Could come down to the last gymnast here. It's another one of the BYU. Okay. About to take a look here at Taylor's final pass. Starts out.
You got a round off back handspring, double tuck. In the air. Spins her landing, presses that down. Good finish.
As we take a look at Yvette, how tough is it? There's springs underneath the mat, correct?
Correct.
How tough is it to come from using the spring as a propulsion device to coming down and expecting not to have it push you back up? If that makes sense.
It does. We're pretty used to it just from landing and stuff. It's not like it's gonna throw you, across the floor. I mean, that's why we bend our knees a little bit extra to absorb that shock that it gives us and stay down on the floor.
Yvette Lazarak sticking with this flamenco themed music.
She stepped out of bounds on her first pass. It's only a 10.
The second pass.
Front layout, front full. Good lunge out of it. A little wobble there. Switch side. Double half.
Again, we see some great choreography on the BSU team. There's for her third pass.
Last pass. Round off whip, double full.
Looks pretty solid. She looks happy with it. Let's see what the judges think.
Score for
Gets hugs from the teammates. And just got a confirmation on the score for Taylor Jacob. Taylor got a 9.85 on her floor routine.
That was her career high again that she hit.
So she matches her high, which is a great way to start the season at home. And let's take a look. We've got replay of Yvette's final pass. Let's take a look at that. What's going through your mind as you begin these passes?
Usually your first meet, you're like just praying that you make it to your feet and you have enough energy to get through your routine. But also to remember your landing and just to keep tight on your form and stuff so that you can perform the proper skills. A little twist in her legs, but not too bad. She's stuck her landing. Big lunge back.
And do the judges for these events, as we take a look at Diablo getting ready. Do the judges usually have experience and a background with gymnastics?
Yes, they do. Actually, several of our judges are former BSU gymnasts. Sometimes, I believe. Usually it comes from... Okay, this relaxes Diablo by her dancing, so let's see her.
So she starts out with a lot of dancing. And
it's like the whole team's into it. They're all doing the dance.
She does
back handspring, double pike, good landing.
She nails it. She does have a lot of energy, and you have to feed off that as a teammate, don't you? You can't.
Yeah, she does. Even in the practice gym, I always go in there. She's always dancing around, and
she is definitely having a good time out here. Second pass, she saves
landed
it.
A little short, saved it, landed on her feet. She's gonna dance it up. Switch side.
As the rest of the team starts dancing along with her.
Oh, there they go.
She's about to break it down. Looks like
third
comes the final pass.
Front handspring, front 1.5. Pretty good landing.
And a little bit more dancing just to relax her a little bit more. And she is having fun working this crowd. They love her.
She's a performer. Look at her face.
Comes off.
Pretty excited.
Pretty excited. Looks like there's a little bit of nerves there. First we've seen of that from Diablo, but again, a strong performance. Competing in all 4 events, the only Bronco tonight doing so, and she did great with the had a little bit of trouble with the beam, but overall, great things from this freshman. And we got a confirmation on Yvette's score. She's got a 9.625. So we'll wait for Diavra's score, and we're waiting for one more BYU score, and we'll get the final score up here and see how the Broncos fare in their first home meet here. Having a little bit of a team discussion over there with Coach Sandmeyer.
Sam told us good meet and what we're going to do when we get back into the gym the next day. So.
No days off, huh?
They get tomorrow off. Then they start back up on Sunday. So.
See some smiles over there in the huddle.
She's saying right there, we need to hit and practice, get more numbers. So they look pretty excited. I think they beat their score from their first meet. The one they had in Reno against Cal State Fullerton. So it looks like they're improving, which is always good.
It's really all you can ask for when in competitions such as this, where really you're just looking for improvement from meet to meet, and you're kind of competing against the other team, but in a way it's very much an individual competition, and you can only progress as the season goes on. That's it for this first meet here at Taco Bell Arena. We're going to take a break and come back, and hopefully we'll have the final scores, and hopefully the Broncos will come out on top. Are we coming back? Not just let the camera guy know. I need just a minute. No, I'm ready. No, I'm kidding. I'm ready.
Dang it, we lost.
We got the final score. Yeah.
Yeah. Supposed to look at him?
That concludes competition in tonight's meet. We will have final individual scores and team scores in just seconds.
Well, welcome back, and thanks for sticking around with us tonight. We got a final score. Diavra Todd's final run on the floor was a 9.6, which is a pretty good overall score, but wasn't quite enough to make up the gap that we lost in the last couple events, and BSU ended up losing the meet 190.625 to 192.3, which is it's a tough loss. You like to open with a win at home, but
right. But I mean, they
can't always happen.
They got better than they did at Fullerton at the Reno meet, so it shows a bit of an improvement. And now they got one home meet under their belts, so they know the pressures and the fears that they're going to have, and they're going to go back in the gym, work on those, and then be stronger when the next week comes around.
And with a lot of freshmen going today, there's got to be some nerves here for these girls. So.
Oh yeah, your first collegiate meet is always going to be, you're going to be real nervous. And once you get one under your belt, they're all going to be the same for the rest of 4 years. So.
Kind of like commentating.
Right.
This was our first time.
First time. Whew.
Lindsay, great job.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining me here.
No problem.
Thanks for tuning in to UTP, guys. This has been a University Television's production. For those of you joining us online, thanks for sticking around and watching us, and we welcome you to come back and watch our next meet.
And please welcome back your